What up, ladies and gentlemen? Nader here, and tomorrow I am racing 12 hours of Temecula. Yes, it's my first mountain bike race ever, and I decided to do the 12-hour because I just wanted the full experience. 12 hours of Temecula is put on by SoCal Endurance. They've been putting on great events for many, many years, so I'm excited to be a part of that. But today I want to show you what I got going, what I got set up, my whole tent set up, my nutrition, my electronics, my everything, my kit, all that kind of stuff, my bike. To show you how I'm preparing for my first 12-hour. It is just shy of a 9-mile loop with 1,100 feet of climbing every single lap. So the cool thing is I can come back into my tent, restock, refuel, things that I want or need on the next lap. So I'm able to overpack. And not have to worry about weight and this, that, and the other, only take what I need. I got a lot of stuff I'm taking out because it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Fortunately, the weather's going to be beautiful, like 75 degrees. It will get cold once we start in the night portion of it, maybe down to low 50s, something like that. It's nice that I won't need any rain gear. So let me show you kind of what we got. We'll start with the tent and work our way down to the smaller stuff. Lastly, finishing with my bike, showing you what I got there. So first things first, we got, of course, the easy up. You got to have your tent area set up. The folding table is great. I'll be able to lay all my stuff out, have it super organized, so when I'm coming around, if I need something, I know exactly where it is. Chairs, I got two different types of chairs. One's kind of a hard back if I don't want to get too cozy and I just want to sit for a second and do something. And then I got the orange chair, which is a little bit more laid back. If I'm going to sit down for 10 minutes, maybe I'll sit in the orange chair. I don't plan on sitting much. I want to keep going 12 hours as much as I can. The yoga mat, we're going to be out in the dirt and whatever else. So if I wanted to lay down or get my legs massaged or rolled out for a hot second, this thing will be pretty awesome. And a big old 5-gallon water jug. I'll fill up 5 gallons. Obviously, I'm probably not going to drink 5 gallons, but better to have it, not need it. And then I can share, maybe 2. So that's kind of the main tent setup. And then getting onto my kit. Fortunately, I have 2 of a lot of things, so I'm able to bring backups if needed. We got regular kit, so I'm bringing 3 bibs. One of them I'll use today for my pre-ride. 3 jerseys, 1 for the pre-ride today, 2 for racing tomorrow. And of course, Champion System, always making sure I'm dialed in, so thank you, Champion System. When it gets cold, I don't know what I'm gonna need. A vest right here, which is a nice little thermal type vest. This is a really nice long sleeve fleece jersey if it really gets chilly. Leg warmers, arm warmers, typical stuff that I can put on, take off really quickly if I don't want to do a full jacket or something like that. A couple pairs of socks, a little beanie, 2 pairs of gloves. I got kind of my main gloves that I like using, and then a backup pair as well. If I go down and tear one up, it'll be nice to know that when I get back to the tent, I got a second pair of gloves I can throw on. I got my kind of daytime shades, and then some nighttime with the clear lenses. And they're the rose lenses, which I really like. And then of course a helmet. Oh, and then of course some chamois butter. 12 hours on the saddle, that's a long day. Gonna need to keep things nice and moist. Moving on to nutrition. Nutrition for a 12-hour or any endurance race is very individual. This is kind of what I know works for me. First, I got a couple water bottles, 3 of them I'm bringing. I only have 1 on the bike at a time. When I'm coming back around, if I need water or water with a mix in it, I can get that. So water bottles, and then a shaker cup because I will be having some protein, some CNP protein throughout. Of course, some gels. I like gels. They work well. They burn smooth and even. These are 100 calories and 50 milligrams of caffeine. These I've already started loading up a few days prior. Sport legs, these things are awesome just to make sure, minimize chances of cramping and whatever else. So loading up, I start 3 days before, take 3 pills 3 to 4 times a day. And then the day of, I just 4 pills every hour or 2, just keep them coming in. I mean, your body's just going to flush out what it doesn't use. Ibuprofen. This stuff I mean, obviously you don't want to overdo it, but this is going to help you go a lot longer. So usually I'll start the day off with a little bit just to kind of ease me in. And then every few hours, maybe I'll take 2. Or if I'm feeling good, I won't take any and kind of save that. And then maybe say 4, 5, 6 hours in, I'll take 4 and kind of give a big dose to kind of prolong things. Ibuprofen for endurance races for me is clutch. Just make sure when you're taking ibuprofen, have plenty of actual food in your body, not just gels, but actual solid foods, and it will work even better. CNP is where it's at. So like I said, I got my shaker cup, which I'll need. This is the pro-peptide protein, and this stuff's awesome. Really smooth, fast burning. I love this stuff so much. I don't know how much I'm gonna use, but it's a great way if I'm coming around. It's like, hey, I need 400 calories and I need some protein in it. I can hammer a shake in 30 seconds and then go on my way, and I know it works really well with my body, and I'm not gonna be getting side cramps or puking or whatever else. Protein will be nice, clutch if I'm like, I need calories, but I don't want to chew on another fig bar. And then Pro Enduro, this stuff right here from CNP, this is where it's at. This is, I mean, kind of an endurance electrolyte supplement, different than the Sport Legs because it's power. It's nice to have something different than water sometimes in your drinks as well. Mix this in, so much good stuff. Check out CNP Performance, and the stuff they got is really good. So I swear by this. I'll have this in my bottles most of the day for sure. As far as goodies are concerned, solid foods, which are super important for me to have solid foods in. When I did my marathon experiment a couple months ago, I realized how cool these are. I have a 21-month-old daughter, and she does the little squeeze pouch things with fruit and veggies and stuff. These are legit. In between like a supplement and a solid food. 60 calories in a pouch. You can just squeeze it in super fast. It's really nice way to get easy calories in, and it's wet, so it's kind of like drinking water, but not. It's not like you have to chew on something. So a great way to get calories, the squeeze pouches. I get them in bulk at Costco because everything's better in bulk at Costco. Fig bars. These things in life in general are my go-to. Again, a Costco treat. There's 3 different flavors. There's 2 bars in this package. Each bar is 100 calories. They're easy to chew on, especially if you have a splash of water in your mouth. It's really burn nice and smooth. Something that like you eat one of these, you puke it up, and you can eat another one 5 minutes later and get it in. So they taste really good. They're really easy to digest, and I'm going to be eating a lot of these things because they're just easy to hold in my back pocket as well. And then as far as a tasty treat goes, who doesn't love some Pop-Tart bites? I've always liked Pop-Tarts on long endurance rides that I've done, and this is my first time using the bites, which I'm sure I will like. I'm probably going to get a little baggie and put some bites in the baggie so I can put it in my back pocket, carry a Ziploc baggie with me with bites in it. These things will be fun and tasty, especially as the day goes longer. Nice, quick, fast burning, cheap carbs and sugar. For as long as I've been an athlete, my go-to is peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Again, something I can work hard, puke, and eat it again and keep going and not be gagging too bad. I'll be making some PB&Js and probably cutting them up into bite-sized things, so if I stop for a few minutes, I can take a few chunks of PB&J. Something that I got hooked on in Europe, obviously. Stroop waffles. If you haven't had Stroop waffles, you haven't lived yet. I would strongly recommend finding yourself some Stroop waffles. Delicious little waffles with caramel inside. Man, they are yummy. So these will be nice. So that is pretty much nutrition. Onto electronics. I'm filming this right now with my Osmo Pocket, which I love. This thing's rad. Really easy to use, steady, can hold it up and down, and it's not shaking and whatnot. So Osmo Pocket's rad. There'll be times I'll probably have that in my back pocket or doing some stuff in the tent. I'll have my GoPro, of course, and then I'm gonna try for the first time using the chest mount, and then I got a bunch of other mounts in this container, keeping everything nice and organized. I know where all my electronics are. Extra battery pack to charge things as I need it. My Sony headphones, which are awesome, cordless, love these things. My Zone heart rate belt is cool. Obviously it's good to see heart rate, but then afterward, My Zone is awesome because it color codes all of your heart rate zones, so you can see where you're at and how things change throughout the race. And then of course, Garmin will be on so I can see speed, power, heart rate, all that fun stuff, just to keep an eye on it. It'll get dark around 5:30 or so. Race goes till 9 p.m. So I got a couple lights. I'm gonna be running a headlight, and then I'm gonna be running a handlebar mount. I just got the Nog light, and this thing's rad, so super powerful. This is the battery pack, so no wires, which is nice. So I'll have this one on the handlebars. The surface light right here, this thing's cool, hooks into a battery pack, so this will go on the helmet, and then the wire will run down my back into my pocket, so it keeps the wire out of my way, off my bike. That's why I'm choosing this one on my head versus on the handlebars, so I don't have to strap the battery pack to the bike. As far as recovery goes throughout, like I said, I don't plan on sitting forever. I've been using the recovery pump boots for a really long time. When I was a sprinter on the velodrome, these things were great. Even if it's only for 5 or 10 minutes, you can get huge benefits from them. So there might be a few times where I come in and it's like, I'm gonna sit down, put my legs out for 10 minutes, and I'll throw the boots on and just get a massage essentially while I'm chilling there. Some miscellaneous stuff, some lights for the tent. My dad will be out there helping me, so he can hang these little guys from the tent once it gets dark to make sure he can see what's going on. He'll probably have a little headlight too. It's gonna be 75 degrees and sunny in Temecula, so some sunscreen will be smart to put on my neck, my arms, my legs, whatever, to minimize any burning or any issues I shouldn't have to worry about. Just be smart, take care of it in the first place. Some wet wipes. I never knew how great these things were until I had a kid. If I got dirt all over my face or arms or whatever else, towels, kind of one of those random things that you don't really think about, but a few small towels, one big beach towel, if I need it, I don't know. It's nice to have it so I don't have to use my t-shirt or something to like wipe myself down. Got a little cooler I'll have out. I don't know if I'm gonna have anything in here. Maybe my PB&Js. Maybe for afterwards, somebody's gonna bring me some cold beer and I wanna keep the cold beer in here. And I'll be keeping all this stuff in these 2 clear containers so I know where everything is. And then lastly, let's take a look at my bike. It's a Specialized Epic, I think 2017, something like that. So first, you might be saying, that's not a typical mountain bike saddle. It's an ISM, but it's the ISM mountain bike saddle, and I absolutely love it. I ride an ISM saddle on all of my bikes. It works for me. I don't get any issues downstairs. Very important. If you want to try out a new saddle, if you're having issues with numbness, whatever else, that's where it's at. Give you a little close-up on that bad boy, PM 2.0. A tube. I don't want to get stranded out in the middle of nowhere, so I got a tube and I got a flat kit. And this is more than just a flat kit. I actually have some fig bars and a gel inside my flat kit. It's like a squirrel saving food during the winter, or a bear, or whatever. I got some CO2s, the CO2 adapter, a tire iron, and then a gel and some fig bars. And these are like, oh crap, I'm in the middle of nowhere, I'm bonking, I ate everything I have. I have the stuff in my flat kit. Potential lifesaver to not bonk and get myself back until I have more nutrition. I'll only be running 1 water bottle because it's a 9-mile loop and they have water stations throughout the loop, and I can get water back at my tent. 1 bottle will be fine. This guy, what's up, dude? Hundreds of mountain bikers on a course. It's common courtesy if you're coming up on somebody, kind of let them know you're coming or on a downhill. You don't want to just scream by them or be yelling at them. It takes a lot of energy. I set this up so it's really nice because I can be riding and then just reach over and still have my hand right here without taking my hand off the bar like to ring a bell or whatever else. It's fun. It's a sumo. Oh, hey, Darla. Hi, Darla. That's Darla. This is my logo, of course, On your left, Chewy with the dog on the bike. So we want to make sure that Chewy is riding with us, my buddy. We lost him a few months ago, so I miss you, Chewy. But I'm riding with Chewy always. Stages power meter on here just so I can have power. And then I'll have my Garmin set up right up top so I can see it. We've got the 1x SRAM, which I really love 1x because I'm not gonna drop a chain up front. Everything is tuned and dialed into a T. So if you have any recommendations or tips of things I should have added to this or things I could have done differently, please give me a holler. This is my first go around with this, so I'm learning a lot. Anyways, 12 hours of Temecula coming at you. It will be one heck of an experience. Stay tuned, and thanks for watching. Later!